Panther people, what up? I survived. Have you watched? Oh man. What's going on? Watch Panthers post Phil Perkins. Wow. First of all, shout out to everybody who watched the latest video, my first game day vlog. I show you me flying into Seattle or Vancouver, driving down to Seattle, the pre-drink the night before, the tailgate the hours before the game, like watching my reactions to the touchdowns, the penalties, the winning friggin' touchdowns, and interviews with all you Panther fans who scattered Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Man, it was just so much fun to do, so much fun to make the day before. A little bit hungover, not gonna lie. As you probably watched the entire video, you would notice that I had a couple daddy pops, that's for sure. People, what up? We win in Seattle. The number one thing that was so much fun, I wish I documented all that. I tried my absolute best, was just running up to Carolina Panthers fans in enemy territory. If you've never been to an away game, it is the best feeling ever. Whether you're a fan of the Panthers or not, or another team, I highly suggest you go to an away game. There's this immediate camaraderie that you feel. I've been to home games as well. You don't just run up to someone in DJ Moore jersey, just start yelling at them, just be like, what the hell are you doing? But if you're surrounded by the oppositional fans, and you go up to a guy to DJ Moore jersey, or go up to two Canadian guys from Calgary, Alberta, grew up with Chuba Hubbard. Like, when does that happen? And you cheer and you cheers each other, you hug each other, you feel like you've been best friends forever. And it actually makes you a better fan, a stronger fan, a more loyal fan. And honestly, I don't know if I know I'm going to Charlotte, but man, if I could just keep going to away games, it is just so much fun. I can only imagine what it's like in divisional games, like in Tampa, New Orleans, all great locations as well. Also, special shout out to Wale, who I met in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Fact numero uno en el cácale negro.
The guy who came up to me and I was at one of the breweries, the many beautiful breweries in Seattle, Washington, asked me where I was sitting, and we just started chopping it up about the Panthers, and it was so much fun. Because another part about going to away games, Panther fans who are at away games are passionate, and so you could go deep. You could start talking about who should we be targeting in the third round or type bull crap like that. So it is the absolute best experience. Wale, if you're watching this, I appreciate you. Hope to see you soon at a home game or another away game. Make it a tradition. And there's a tradition the Carolina Panthers have, and it is the worst kind. It is a losing tradition against the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'd be an away game. That'd be a lot of fun, actually. But it it is a really easy stat. The Panthers have won against the Steelers once, and that was in 1996. I was 10 years old, and the most infamous loss to the black and gold back in 2018, where TJ Watt put his helmet into Cam Newton's shoulder and derailed this franchise. We're technically still derailed. We're rebuilding as we speak. Things are looking good in certain areas except quarterback. That started the downward trajectory of Cam Newton, his shoulder, Liz Frank, all that shit. He went vegan, and it just changed everything. I'm so excited that TJ Watt is healthy, and he can go up against our new and improved offensive line with Ike Mekwonu has not allowed a sack since week 2 and is a specialist in bull rushing for a team that prioritizes bull rushing 3 running backs who can all be threats to score. And so I can't wait for the Panthers to run it down this team's throat. Our offensive line is so gelled together right now. If you've seen the Bradley Bozeman mic'd up videos, he's a maniac. I love him. I hope they extend him. Their child was literally born in the Carolinas. He needs to be here forever. He is Ryan Khalil 2.0 in terms of charisma and crazy. I can't wait for this team to maybe try to get every running back a touchdown. Get Blackshear a touchdown. Get Chuba a touchdown. Definitely get Deontay Foreman a touchdown because he missed out in Seattle. So he definitely deserves one. The run, specialize in the run. What was it, 240 yards or 220 yards rushing in Seattle? I know they're a leaky defense. Right now they're losing 7-3 to the San Francisco 49ers and Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. Oh, they almost just got picked him off just now. But if they just prioritize the run, and then, if you look at Sam Darnold, bearded Sam Darnold getting all the love, but he has the same amount of yards in 2 games that normally people get in 3 quarters. Patrick Mahomes in a half. So don't let him have the opportunity to try to win the game. We don't need that. Sorry. So it's Deontay Foreman, it's Chuba Hubbard, it's Laviska Shenault if he's healthy, it's Blackshear, and it's short passes to DJ. We saw what a short pass to Shi Smith can result in the first touchdown. I still can't believe in that first quarter we were up 17-0. Just let the dink and dunk passes for Sam, and if you can find someone open because the box is absolutely filled, and he finds Terrace Marshall or DJ Moore or whoever, so let it be. Defensive side, we really don't know what quarterback we're playing right now. It could be Kenny Pickett, who did the fake slide at Bank of America Stadium in the ACC championship game. It could be Mitch Trubisky from UNC alum, or it could be that guy who, what's his name? Mason Rudolph. Well, Kenny Pickett's got 2 concussions right now. I'm not sure if they were going to really want to put him up against this defense and freaks like Frankie Louvu out there, who will probably give him a third. Not hoping he does. I'm just saying most likely happens. So if it is Mitch Trubisky, I think we're good for at least 1 pick, maybe one from J.C. Horn again. He deserves one because one was ruled out, so he deserves that other one. So I think our defensive backfield matches up great with their wide receivers. No more Chase Claypool. Their wide receivers are, smaller wide receivers. Claypool was kind of like a tight end who played wide receiver size-wise. I think Pickens against J.C. Horn is going to be the matchup to look. I think he's going to do what he's been doing all year, is just lock him the F down. I think our defensive line, their offensive line isn't the normal, Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line. This is a team that rarely has a rebuild, but they're doing a soft rebuild right now. Coach Tomlin has even been talking about, according to Mike Florio, that, he could be traded to the Carolina Panthers. I wouldn't use assets on him right now. Just pay somebody and hire them with money like other companies do, unless it's Sean Payton. But, this offensive line could be susceptible to the likes of Brian Burns and Marquise Hayes. Derek Brown is having an absolutely Pro Bowl year. He needs to be voted into the Pro Bowl. And, I think guys are feeling themselves right now. If they can put the pressure on whoever is the quarterback, I think it might be Mitch Trubisky if they want to preserve Kenny Pickett for the future, which apparently he is. Then I think the Panthers are going to do very well. But I think the Panthers win 24-14, and I 100% think the Cincinnati Bengals are going to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So the Panthers are 1 game out of 4 in their win streak to make the playoffs and host a playoff game. Let me know how you feel about the Panthers winning. Are you still that person who wants them to tank somehow and, still just draft a quarterback without making some serious trades? Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate you guys. Make sure to watch that last video. Let me know what I can do better on game day to make that experience feel like, if you haven't made it out to a game, how you can feel like you're actually in the stadium itself. I'm all up for it. Appreciate you guys. See you Sunday night. Panthers, they're winning, baby. Let's go. Panthers winning. Let's go.